So ways that you can be respectful to teammates, to coaches to players, the way that we're going to be respectful within the program. So that's going to be one of your questions. The question that you're going to come up with one way that you would display respect. And so that gives you something to think about. And you just come up with one way, and no wrong answers. And I would be excited to see that. That'll be one of the things that's due on Monday. All right, Coach Lyon.
All right. How's it going, everybody? Let's just jump right into it. All right, got a lot to cover. So we have, some audio issues, and I'm going to be jumping back and forth between screens. So if you can't hear me at any point, or if you can't see what I'm showing at any point, post in the chat, yell at me to stop. Like, don't be, afraid to say, hey, I'm having an issue, because it's not your fault that your internet is bad, right? And I want everyone to be able to hear and see what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm just a crazy person yelling at my computer screen, okay? So let's start this thing. All right, so when we talk about our offensive identity, okay, Cabrillo offensive identity, I want us to kind of divorce ourselves from this idea of, oh, we're a running team, we're an option team, oh, we're a passing team, oh, we're a team that runs this play or that play. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of ways to put that football in the end zone, okay? If there was only one good way, then every single team from the NFL all the way to Pee Wee would be running the same stuff, right? But no, there's tons of different offenses, okay? So how do you know what you're doing is the best for our team? Well, you pick principles that kind of transcend everything else. So you're not locked into a certain play. We're not locked into running the ball. We're not locked in passing the ball. We're not locked in to run in, 23 blasts on first and 10. We're locked into these 4 principles. Okay, here they are. Number 1, we're going to play smart. Okay, what that means is I want to focus on 2 separate parts of that. Us and them. Let's take us first. Playing smart by focusing on us means I know where to line up. I know what to do on any given play. I know what the play is. I know what we're trying to accomplish. I also know what the dude on either side of me is going to do. Okay? Now, why is that important? Because, hey, that dude on either side of you might forget. And as your teammate, you might want to tell him. Also, you always want to remember, we're playing 11 on 11, not 1 on 11. Okay? So you're always part of a bigger picture. Okay? So playing smart, us, we know what we're doing on any given moment. Second part of playing smart, them. We know what they're doing to try and stop us on any given moment, okay? So part of playing smart is knowing what the defense is running as well, okay? Because we're not going to run freaking blast 50 times in a row and be like, well, that's just our play. That's just what we run. No, that's not playing. We are going to pick the areas, run the ball times in a row in a game to win the game. That's what we're going to do, and anything in between. That's playing smart. So that's knowing what you got to do and knowing what the guy across from you is going to do to try and stop you, okay? Second thing, play hard, right? That takes absolutely no talent to give 100% effort, okay? And that means practicing hard and preparing hard, okay? Because if you practice 50% and you prepare 50%, and then you give 100% in a game, that's still only going to be 100% of those previous 50%. You know what I'm saying, right? If I don't study for a test, but then try really hard on that test to pass, I'm still probably going to fail that test. So it's effort, 100% effort, on all phases, okay? Preparing in the classroom, on the practice field, and then on the game field, okay? We're going to play as a team, obviously, and hey, goes without saying, but I like to say it, we're going to have a heck of a lot of fun because it's a game, all right? It's a game we all choose to you all choose to play, and I choose to coach, and Coach Guider chooses to coach. It's fun, but we got to remember that. So let's talk about base splits, okay? Let's go straight into what's it called? Here we go. Formations, okay? We got formations here. First formation, spread, all right? Here's how we're lining up, okay? We've got the QB. He's under center. We've got the B back, our dive back, all right? The freaking big boy is going to get all those he's going to pound the rock inside, right? Boom, 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 the battering ram, right? That's the kind of guy we're looking for. He's going to be 2 yards behind the quarterback. We've got our 2 slot backs, okay? They're going to be the inside hip of the tackle, okay? And they're going to be on either side of the B-back, slightly behind him, okay? When we're thinking slot backs, we're thinking jack of all trades. We're thinking, hey, you might do a little blocking. You might do a little run of the ball. You might do a little catching the ball, okay? Anything and everything. Got to be prepared, okay? You might line up in the backfield. You might line up as a wide receiver. You might line up as a tight end, all right? You're multiple, okay? Boom, we got wide receivers on both sides. They both have the same name for right now because they're pretty much going to do identical stuff. Same reason why the slot backs have the same name. They're doing identical stuff. Well, if we want to differentiate, tell the difference between the two, we're going to talk about play side and backside. Okay, so play side, slot back. If we were running to the right, play side would be here, slot back, play side, wide receiver. Okay. Finally, let's talk about the linemen. We've got a 4-foot split between guard and tackle. We've got a 3-foot split between center and guard. Okay, we're going to try to run a lot of option. Okay, that's what we're going to try. You know, playing smart means we're going to adjust to what the defense gives us, but from the start, we're going to try to run a lot of option, so we're going to need big splits. That's spread. Now we got spread over. Okay, only thing different is the wide receivers both on the same side. Okay, this is spread over right. Both the wide receivers are on the line of scrimmage. Okay, that obviously means that this wide receiver right here, ineligible, but he's gonna get a lot of fun freaking cracking back, right? Making a lot of big key blocks to help our team out, right? So it definitely doesn't mean that he's useless. Okay, spread over left, same thing. We're just over to the left. Spread tight, got our wide receivers in tight. I mean, wide receivers, I know you guys are glory boys, like to catch the ball, catch touchdowns. But, hey, if you're going to play on this team, you're also going to need to be able to block. We're going to get you in tight sometimes, freaking boom. You know, be in the trenches, make some blocks, help our team in multiple ways. Spread over left tight. Okay, so now both wide receivers are on the left. Spread over right tight. And then we've got trips left. I told you that slot back will be moving around, right? So we've got both wide receivers on the left. Okay, now we've got this wide receiver off the line of scrimmage, so he's eligible. The nub side, it's called the nub because there's no wide receivers on this side. Slot back, he's going to be kind of in a tight end position. And then we've got trips right. Okay. Now we're going to go into, so that was playing smart for us, right? That's, hey, where are we lining up? Okay, what are my responsibilities? That's playing smart for us. Now let's go into playing smart for them. okay? And playing smart for them involves reading the defense, okay? So that's a very complicated thing that we're all going to get better at as we go on. But here's 4 simple rules to kind of guide us through right at the start, okay? Number 1, if the center is covered, meaning there's a guy on the center, and the guards are uncovered, that's an odd or a stack, okay? That's what we're going to call it. It's either an odd or a stack. 2, if the center is uncovered, that's either an even or an under based on the number of inside linebackers. 3, if the center is shaded and at least one guard is covered, meaning there's a guy depending on that same number of inside linebackers, okay? And then 4, if the center and both guards are covered, well, that's a bear, all right? That's a bear. Let's go back, and I'm going to show you what this stuff looks like. Okay. So this is an under, all right? This is spread, our money formation spread versus a basic under, okay? How do we know it's an under? Well, we look at the center first. He's not covered, okay? Now, we got to look at the number of inside linebackers. There are 2 inside linebackers, so that's how we know it's an under, all right? If there was 1 inside linebacker, that'd be an even, which I'm going to show you coming up. We've got an odd, okay? Odd, pretty simple. You got a nose, you're thinking it's an odd. And if you look at those 2 inside linebackers, you see 2 of them, that's an odd, baby, all right? That's what we're looking at, okay? Now, it could be a stack, but that would be if the linebackers were stacked over it, right? I didn't show that just because I wanted to kind of keep it simple for us. Center's uncovered, but there's only 1 inside linebacker, that's an even. And then we've got center covered, guards covered, that's a bear. Now, simple answer for why we care about what the defense is doing, because we're going to adjust, okay? If we're running one of our plays red, which is you can see right here, I'm showing it to you right now, we're going to block it and run it a slightly different way if it's an under based on if it's a bear. You know, it matters, okay? So remember, we play smart. So first, that means we know what we're doing. Second, that means we know what they're doing, okay? Now I'm going to finish just by showing you red, okay? Probably going to be our first installed play. But remember, we're not a play team, we're a principal team, okay? So we can get as big or as small as far as our playbook goes, depending on how smart we play, okay? So this is just a red versus under. We're going to the left, all right? It's just a triple option, okay? This end right here, he's called number 1. Why? Because he's the quarterback's first read, okay? Number 1. This outside backer, in this case, we're going to call him number 2. Why? Because he's the quarterback's second read, all right? So quarterback, boom, he starts the play, right? He's going to give it to this B-back if this end does anything but crash inside. Anything but crash inside, we're giving it to the B-back, and our freaking battering ram's going to get us 3 to 4 yards, okay? Money in the bank. If this end crashes, this number 1 crashes inside, quarterback's going to keep, and now he is looking for number 2, okay? And if this number 2 crashes to get the quarterback, he pitches to this slot back right here, who's running a pitch relationship, and boom, it's off to the races, okay? As you can see, we're going scoops. We got a double team right here. We're going straight up into the alley with the tackle, all right, hitting whoever comes first. And then we've got another slot. We got the slot back also going up into the alley, hitting whoever's comes first. We got our wide receivers blocking, okay? let's go back to this. And does anybody have any questions? That's pretty much it for right now. But if anybody's got any questions, call them out. I mean, heck, no one's got any questions. That's great. All right. Hey, if you have any questions about this offense, right, what I showed you, like Coach T said, he's recording this. He's going to put it on Google Classroom, right? So.
Outstanding, Coach Lyon. That was very nice. So I'm going to try. I'm going to get
Coach.
Yeah, that was solid. And again, this is just our introduction. So just the beginning, and we're looking forward to quite a bit more. So I'm going to show you this. There's a little bit of an audio issue. I've put this video also in the Google Classroom. Can you guys hear me, or is it pretty bad audio on that?
Yeah, I can't hear anything, Coach.
Can't hear it? Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure, there's something wrong with my audio. Clearly my head is chopped off also here, which is rather funny, but that's what happens when your 10-year-old daughter films you. So this is going to be in the Google Classroom, and I'll take you through the agility drills that I would really love to see you film yourself doing. So there's a couple here, some lateral stuff. In the end, I would appreciate if you guys took a picture of your stance. Whatever position you've played, whatever position you want to play, just let me know what it is, and I'd be looking forward to coaching you up on your stance. You could start if you wanted to, but just get into a good stance, and we'll be able to coach you up on that. And we'd be looking forward to doing that. So that's the stuff that's due on Monday. So you're going to have 3 things due Monday. You're going to have that workout. So the mile, the 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. You're going to have that question about how are we going to show respect? What's an idea of how you're going to show respect, and be able to fill in that that principle, and also the video if you'd like to do that. And if you guys have any questions, you can email me or ask me. But I think that'll wrap it up. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I appreciate Coach Lyon. All the coaches appreciate you guys taking a little time on your Thursday. I hope you guys have a good weekend.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. It was fun. Have a good weekend.
We'll see you guys.
You too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach.
Very cool. Very cool. That was a bigger group than I thought we were going to have.
I know, they showed up.
They did. So that was 6. That would have been six juniors and 1 sophomore. So that's pretty.
That was big time.
That's pretty good. So you'll if you want, as you roll through those sophomores here and the freshmen, if you want to go lighter on or just some of the formations, because I'll imagine they'll have sort of less, background in the whole deal. But either way, we'll so take it as you want in that regard, as those kids are a little more